Hey YouTube, what's up? Happy prep diary. Happy 4 weeks till show day. This is crazy. I can't believe that it's literally April 21st today. It's literally exactly 30 days today until show day, which is like absolutely nuts to me, thinking that I started doing these diaries 10 weeks out from the show and now we're at 4, which is crazy. This has been, as you guys know, a bumpy ride, but we're still doing really well, nutrition and training wise, but there have been some more life bumps along the road, unfortunately. Oh God, I promised myself I wasn't gonna cry because I'm an ugly crier. So basically, I'm not super public, I guess, on my Instagram about my relationship, because I just think it's something kind of like private that I don't usually share a ton about, but I hate when people cry on social media. I don't want to be this person, but it's happening. I also cried at the gym this morning. All right, if you've never cried under a squat rack, you guys, you should try it. It's very cleansing. But yeah, so basically what happened is that I was, for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you know that I was in a relationship for about 3 years on Monday, and that ended yesterday, so it's very fresh. And I definitely saw it coming. I think it was ending and it should have ended a long time ago, and we kept it going because we really wanted to try and make it work, and I think that we both kind of realized that it's not gonna work because we're just very different people, and there's a lot of other things that went on behind the scenes that I don't necessarily want to share because I never want to talk bad about somebody, but I'm just don't really, in that relationship I never felt very respected, and there was a lot of just like trust issues that I was having, and things like that. So again, I don't want to say anything bad or say anything, you know, about that person, because at the end of the day, that person was someone that I cared about a lot, but it was just super, super, super toxic for my brain and my self-confidence and my self-worth, and I didn't really share that much on my Instagram because I'm learning, as you can tell with this prep diary, that I definitely do need to be more authentic about the struggles that I have outside of Instagram, and I think it's really important that on social media people people are more authentic, because I think that when everything is just a highlight reel of all the amazing things you're doing, then you risk not being relatable to people. And I mean, nothing is more relatable, I think, than a breakup, because everyone's been through one, and majority of the time the emotions that everybody feels in a breakup are the same. It's sad, it's kind of gross, it's overwhelming, there's like a sense of grief, and yeah, it's just kind of something that I've always, anytime I've had a relationship struggle, I've never shared it on my social channels because A, I never want to talk bad about the person that I've been with, but I also have just never felt comfortable being vulnerable enough to share how I feel, because I'm a very bubbly, upbeat person most of the time, and nobody ever sees me like this. But this relationship was causing a lot of struggles for me mentally behind the scenes that I wasn't sharing on my Instagram because, yeah, again, I just didn't feel like it was right. But I think in order to help me heal through this, being authentic about how I'm healing with this and how I'm feeling is very important, because in my previous breakups, or even with the previous problems I've had in this relationship, I've always kind of gone on Instagram and I've hyped myself up to be like, look at me, I'm so hot, to go, you know, like go and seek validation from people on Instagram, and that never honestly helps. And I think that I've learned from those past experiences that instead of, you know, going on Instagram and hyping myself up and, you know, trying to make that other person seem like I'm doing better, because that's, you know, the advice everybody gives you is like, when you go through a breakup, then, you know, you have to post like a hot picture on Instagram so that other person can see how well you're doing. But like, at the end of the day, everybody knows when you're going through a breakup, you are not doing okay. And you're probably gonna cry, and you're probably gonna look like this, and you're probably not gonna sleep for a few days, and you're gonna be anxious, and you're gonna be sad, and it's gonna suck. And so this time around, I'm like, you know, why am I going to post a picture of my bum on Instagram to get, you know, 60 likes and feel good about myself for 5 minutes, when I can just be honest on the platforms that I've created about actually how I'm doing, and that, yeah, I kind of feel like shit right now. Like, I'm single now, and I don't like being single, because if you also know me, I have always been in a relationship, because I don't know why. So yeah, that's just kind of a big boom, we'll unload on you today. These prep diaries is like a roller coaster. It's like 1 week we're here, 1 week I think I'm pregnant, 1 week I lost my period, then I got COVID, and then I was just like, huh. There is something, the universe is really bringing me through a transformation period right now. Because I feel like everything in the past January, February, March, 4 months that I didn't want to happen during this prep has happened. I've been broken up, had a breakup, I got COVID, I lost my period, and yeah, it's just kind of like all the things that you don't want to happen during a really stressful time kind of all happened, and it's just kind of weird. But I guess, I mean, that's why I'm making these, because I'm tracking my journey. So this is just another part of the prep journey. But yeah, so that's a little bit of a blip that happened literally just last night. Yesterday, I went over to his house, and we just kind of had a talk, and yeah, we kind of mutually agreed that this is not working anymore, and yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it still sucks. It was a relationship I was in for 3 years, all through COVID, and yeah, so that is that update. That's the big update for the week, and yeah, from a show point of view, as much as this, again, when there's adversity, you can either choose to crumble or you can choose to rise above. And my mom has always taught me that you rise above and you don't let things bring you down. So for me, yes, I'm sad. And yes, you know, this is going to be a process, and breakups suck, but also at the end of the day, like, I have to channel this energy and use it to push me forward to be better for myself, because there's nothing like a breakup to remind you that at the end of the day, you're the most important person in your life, and no matter who comes and goes, you always have yourself. And I think that's one thing I'm constantly reminded of when it comes to my relationships, is that yes, you have your friends and you have your ride or dies. Like, I definitely have mine. Like, Maya's my forever ride or die, and, you know, like, obviously my sisters and my mom and my dad and, like, my family. But at the end of the day, you are your biggest fan and your biggest supporter. And so I think that this has really just motivated me to just keep pushing forward and just keep killing it in my prep. Even though this morning I literally just wanted to sit on the floor and cry, I sat under the dumbbell rack and I cried instead. So I did that, and I taught a spin class this morning, which was really cool. I started teaching spin at a new place, so that was kind of a fun cardio change up from walking on the treadmill in the basement. As much as everybody missed my dancing video this morning on the treadmill, It's gonna come back, don't worry. But yeah, today I had to teach spin and I was like, you know what, 30 minutes of walking plus a leg day plus a spin class probably isn't gonna be great. So yeah, but yeah, other than that, I'm still feeling really great. Oh, my cell phone's ringing, hold on. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I also got a tissue so that my tears stop running down my nose, because that's gross. I don't even remember what I was saying. I was talking something about the show and motivating myself. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, that's that update. I'm feeling super lean and you can see all my abs and you can see all my muscles and I got a haircut, so now that when I do my posing, I don't have to like break my neck to flip my hair over, which is cool. It was really funny. I will never post it because it's such an embarrassing video, but when I was like practicing one of my poses and your hair is on like, you know, this side and you have to like look back and you flip your hair, and literally in the one video my hair was it's so long and it was wet. And I literally like do this and I turn around and I like whip my hair and it all like goes across my face. So I was like, yeah, I need a haircut before the show. So I chopped off like literally like 4 inches. Like it's actually so short. Like before my hair was like down here and I literally chopped off like all of that. And it's so much like you can look at it. It looks like bouncy and it's healthy and my roots don't hurt anymore. So yeah, it's like so much better. It's been like sweat on, which is why it's like not very nice looking right now. But yeah, that's been a super exciting thing. So now for the show, I'm gonna have pretty hair. I'm not gonna have long hair that's gonna get stuck in my armpit when I try and flip it. So yay. But yeah, so that's this week's prep diary. It's been really cool. I've realized this week that I can eat, there's this like viral recipe right now where everyone's making like ice cream out of cottage cheese, and I have recently discovered that I can digest cottage cheese even though it's a dairy product and most people are sensitive to it. But so far I've had it 3 days in a row. I've just had like little bits of it and I actually feel pretty okay. So that's been kind of a fun addition to my meal plan of just kind of shaking up the dairy products a little bit. And casein, so cottage cheese is made of casein protein, which is actually a slower digesting protein. So it's actually been kind of nice to have a different form of protein in my diet. So yeah. Yeah, other than that, no other updates. I kind of just dropped the big one on you guys, and yeah, that's kind of the biggest thing that's gone on this week besides getting my hair cut. And yeah, so overall though, like minus the breakup stuff, my body feels really good. I'm feeling energized. My sleep is better. I'm having a little bit of like nighttime hunger the past few days, but I'm technically supposed to be perioding right now, so that's probably why that's happening. But other than that, everything is feeling great. My suit's gonna be ready in 3 weeks, I think, or 2 weeks. She said May 2nd, so I guess that's 2 weeks. Yeah, so my suit will be ready in 2 weeks, and I'm still not gonna reveal what it is and what color it is until show day, but that'll be ready. And yeah, so that's about it for today. Thank you for watching me cry and for listening to me talk about what's going on. Like I said, I try to not cry on Instagram because I'm an ugly crier, but sometimes things happen and we cry. So yeah, thanks for watching today. I appreciate you guys coming every week to watch my prep diaries, and it's actually cool. Like I actually thought no one was gonna watch these, and like I know it's not a lot of views, but like each one's getting like 70 views, and I was like, whoa, 70 people like kind of care about me. That's cool. So yeah, so make sure that you're following along still. We got 4 more of these, and then we have show day, of course, coming up, which we have a cooler video for that. I have someone that's actually going to properly film show day, so that'll be like a cooler video than me just like standing here talking to my camera. But yeah, so lots of cool, exciting things coming, and we're gonna be okay. And yeah, I'm gonna cry again, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave you guys here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.